Thomas Tuchel was officially unveiled as England manager on Wednesday afternoon. Let's hear what he had to say in his first press conference for the Three Lions.
I have good experience with 18 months personally. Unfortunately, also sometimes I'm working on my long-term game, but you never know. The point was in this particular case that it was important for me to have a frame around it, because it's a little bit a step into the unknown for me. I am used to work on a daily basis with the staff. I'm used to work with a daily basis on the team, to have the influence on 60, 80 people in a training camp on every single day, to be 3 days a week away in hotel rooms and prepare matches. And this will be very different. So like the last piece of bit for me to understand that this is something that can really excite me to the fullest, and was the time frame of 18 months. To not also to demand from myself to not lose the focus for all of us. So I think it's a good time frame, because it will help us to focus. We are focused on the qualification and on the World Cup. It will help us in the nomination process. It will help us in the communication towards the players within the staff. So I think this is now very streamlined and very easy to explain. We are here to work on the best possible outcome for the World Cup 26. And then let's see. Whatever comes.
So Jules still with us, and he started by talking about the 18-month contract. And he was very honest as well about what these 18 months could look like for him. Pretty much a bit of an unknown entity in some ways, Jules, and you didn't mind that from Thomas Tuchel today.
No, and we expected it, to be fair. He just had to be honest. And yeah, it's for someone like him who is very intense as well, needs the daily basis, adrenaline of training, preparing for games. I thought he said it really, really well. And we know the rhythm is different. We know the dynamic is very different to club level for that particular reason, and it's not for everyone. So for Deschamps who really enjoys it, maybe more than the club level, for others, it's just not, something is missing there. When you only have your players for 10 days in September, October, November, nothing between November and March, and then 10 days in March, and then now late in June when it's not a tournament summer, it's strange. When you've been used for 20 years to train every day, to have that pressure every day, to prepare your training sessions and drills every day, it's very different. And I think he's right. He doesn't know how he's going to cope with it. He might be okay, he might not be, he might be missing something, or he might be very happy and content. We don't know. He will see. But I think he had to be honest, because we all know him quite well, and we knew from the beginning that this was maybe the one thing that could have made him really doubt about taking this job. But fair play to him for taking it and trying this new adventure.
What did you think, Ali, when you saw Thomas Tuchel named as England manager and how he'll fare in this role?
I was surprised in the sense that when you think what England needs as a manager, it would be a departure from Gareth Southgate. Now, admittedly, Thomas Tuchel is a better manager than Gareth Southgate, but in terms of style, it's not all that dissimilar. The criticism of Gareth Southgate is that he was at times not much of a risk taker, that he was too pragmatic, too defensive, too negative at times. And then when there was an opportunity for England to go and get a game, he would sit back and try to protect the lead, as they did in the Euro finals against Italy. Well, Thomas Tuchel, his success as a manager with Chelsea came from being pragmatic, came from being defensive, came from being, yes, well-structured and organized, but is not a guy that will go and attack teams if he doesn't feel he has an advantage in doing so. So it's an upgrade to Gareth Southgate, but I don't think it's an upgrade in style. However, having said that, we're looking for England to make a statement in this managerial appointment. They've made a statement. They've made a statement, and he has made a statement himself. And I think that while he may have issues with the day-to-day activities or lack of activity for that matter when it comes to being a national team manager, I think he's going to find something refreshing in the fact that he is picking the players. He is the one that is his job Is his right. It is written in his job description that he will be the one selecting the players. He doesn't have to go through a board. He doesn't have to go through an owner. He doesn't have to convince a player director. No. It's him. So there's nobody else to blame, nobody else to point the finger at, no other conversations that needs to be had. He is putting his team together. So no issues like he had at Chelsea, no issues like he had at Bayern Munich. He's the one putting his team. And so I think he'll find something rewarding from that, because whatever is going on the field is a projection of what he wants on the field.
Yes, we very much look forward to seeing what he can do for England.